Merry Christmas, everyone. Today is the 29th of December 2025 and week 1. We are still in 2025, but week 1 has already started. And this week I will give away my service in discount. So you will hear several videos from me in week 1 and week 2. I decided this morning I will do it for 2 weeks. I plan to do it 1 week, the first week of 2026, but the first week is half in 25 and then in 2026. So I will have 2 weeks with a lot of gifts for you, discounts. And one of it is the Hero's Journey, and another one is the Spiral of Grace, and the third one is mentoring, one-to-one mentoring with Ann-Peggy. And additionally, I will make videos and I will share some stories, some fairy tales, some of my own stories that are for real, because a lot of people think about spirituality as something woo-woo, but spirituality becomes physical. So when we talk about spiritual evolvement and kind of moving into Homo Luminous, next step, divinity of us, it becomes physical. So someone comes to me and say that, not so many now, but earlier they said that I want to do change because I meet this and this, but I don't want to be spiritual. But if we say we don't want to be spiritual, we actually hold a part of our own evolution. I will give an example. 10 years ago, when I really started to go deep in myself, I said, I will go deep, I will understand a lot, but I will refuse to relate to any extraterrestrial or any or non-earthly things. So I said, I don't want to have anything to do with extraterrestrial, whatever it is. So I didn't want to go into the concept. So I said stop. So even though my experience today is that when we evolve, we meet this bigness of us, and someone called it extraterrestrial, someone called it galacticus, but all of us have spirit. Animals have spirit, we have spirit, the loved ones that have lived here and have died, their spirit is still here. So all of us have a spirit. So it is more natural than unnatural, but it is an evolvement. And if I use words or terms that you don't understand, I hope that you don't stop listening to this because of this, because this is very kind of literal. I want you to more sense the frequency where I'm coming from, because my intention and why I do what I do, making videos, helping people to raise their consciousness, is because I have said yes, as I said in the last Divine Design podcast of 2025, to help humanity, help us, because I know that you are a part of me, and I will, the more that I give, the more that I help, the more help and the more love and unconditional wealth I get. So it is kind of the shift. When the more you give, the more you are in service, the more you get back. So I want to help. That's why I have a campaign for week 1 and week 2 with mentoring. And also, just before I started to record this, I decided, well, if you recruit 3 persons to one-to-one mentoring with Ann-Peggy, you will have a one-to-one mentoring with me for free. So if you recruit 3, you will have 1 for free. And also, this is the same as if you book 4 hours with me, you will have 1 for free. Or if you have a friend and 2 of them. And so it is the discount. So I will give more than usual, because I know that 2026, 27, 28, and particular these 3 years will be hard on a lot of people. And why I know it is because I started this path 10 years before the collective, kind of. I started it in 2013. So, and it was hard. And I used a long time. But the background frequency, even though I won't go into the background frequency, what it is, but all of us have a background frequency. It is kind of the collective consciousness in the area we are in. It have changed radically. A lot of people have already opened, and one of the things that really helps us to open is the new kids that are born. They have been born some, and now in 2024 it came a bigger wave. So even if some of us have said, no, we want to be in status quo, kind of, and then we become parents, and then our children are here to wake us up. So even if we have some pre-thought about parenting, well, the young parent these days, they will have very wise children because they come with their divinity. They actually carry the Christ consciousness, and Christ consciousness is not a religious. It is not a religion. It is a state of being. It is the heaven on earth. So thousands, if not millions, of children in this period comes to earth to just show us by being them. They don't have to do any particular. So they will show us the new system. They are the new system. That's why I also say I have become Homo Luminous. I call it Homo Luminous, but it has a lot of terms, new human, but it is upgrading. Oh, we have activated the dormant DNA. So I have activated my dormant DNA, and our kids have already activated their dormant DNA, just as Buddha did, just as Jesus, just as Rumi. It is a lot of people that have done it, but it has been in small, just one and one and one here and there. And now what is really happening, a lot of adults and also children bring it in. So I like to work in blocks. So when I do project, I kind of block time. So I go in and work for so many days in this, and then I have mentoring with people in blocks. So I have open to 2 weeks to be there more. You can book mentoring with me, and also Hero's Journey and the Spiral of Grace. And also today, this evening, we start Divine Friends. And Divine Friends, it is Zoom meeting, and it is for free. I do it every other Monday, and my colleague Colin from the UK, he does it every other Monday. So we have decided to open a Divine Friend room. We also have a Divine Friend group in Facebook. We will not continue the Facebook group, but we started first in Facebook. But the intention is to meet, and we never plan what will come up. But if we have question, the intention is to live our divinity. How do we live as Homo Luminous? So if you want to live in another way, or you find yourself having an answer, or you just resonate with divine design, divine being, then you are welcome to come in the group, Facebook group, and also the Zoom meeting every Monday, just to activate your divine design, because we need community. We need to collaborate, because when we are now going very fast against Homo Luminous, the new human, we do it together. We don't do it one. So we know that we are related, and everything I do affects you, and versa. And the path I have gone through, the first was the hero's journey, and I had a lot of ego death. So I will, the coming days, share a video about ego death. I will also share several meditation, because when you go in meditation, and when you kind of relax your mind, because it is our programmed mind that is kind of, we have triggers is like we are on alert. So the more we can relax and kind of come into a hypnotic state, then we are almost in the 0 point. We also can call it Christ consciousness, because Christ consciousness, it is not a reactive consciousness. It is the 0 point. It is the void. So it is the starting point. So we want triggers. Triggers is actually a gift to us. If you meet triggers, you know that this is an invitation for you. It can be negative, what we say, negative triggers, or it can be positive triggers. Positive triggers is when you react to someone. It's like, I want that. It's like it is something in you that is leading you to that. It's like, it activates your divine design, as I call it. And negative triggers is like, you kind of, a resistance. It's like, I don't want that. But it is because a pattern in you react, and you want to go behind it and understand, I have a thought pattern, or I have something in me that actually hold me from the openness of living Homo Luminous, living our divine design. So life is a reflective reality. What you have inside, you will meet in the outer. So when you start to shift your perception, then you know that everything you meet is for you. Just as the last podcast, Divine Design podcast of 2025, was all about what are you for. And the podcast coming now, the first in 2026, it is about Homo Luminous. Thoughts about Homo Luminous, the changed and topic in how do we live from this Homo Luminous being. So I invite you to listen to the videos and share, because we do this together. I have stopped working in the health system in Norway for a period to serve you, to serve all that say, yes, I want to live as Homo Luminous. So that, because it is a lot of crazy thing happening in the society, and we lose near ones, and we know that hard times will come, but how do we stand in our strength in the midst of the storm? Because this is what we are invited to, because I know that storm will come. It was so many storms. People that knows me said that, how did you cope in all this storm? It was so many. Yes, it was extreme. And I'm a normal person. So, but I'm glad that I have been through all this storm, because it taught me so much about myself. So the life and the paradigm we are living in now, we know that everything is from the inside out, but we need each other. We need sisters, we need brothers, and all human are sisters and brothers. That's why I have started Divine Friends, and we will also go in groups like Divine Sisters and Divine Brothers. Colin will hold the Divine Brothers, and I will hold the Divine Sisters. But first we will just start with Divine Friends, and we take it from there. And we are moving into a brilliant future, but for some it will be very challenging while you go through the ego death, the dark night of the soul, and your old programming is transforming. So I welcome you to follow the video that follows, and listening to the guided meditation. Do it several times, and please help me to share these videos, because I do a lot for free, because I love humanity so much, and all of us, we love each other. When we live from as Homo Luminous, we just love, and we just want to give. But I also live from this, so this is kind of me saying yes. And yes. So with those words, I wish you the best Monday, Tuesday, and almost New Year's. And maybe I see you on the backside of the Divine Friends group on Facebook. I will add the link in the description below, also to the courses and mentoring. With reverence and grace. Namaste.